Here at Viking Stadium, we have Diablo Valley College facing off against UNR. Good evening, folks. Matt Armstrong here, broadcasting tonight's matchup. We have a good game here tonight. Reno and DVC have a long history together. DVC feeds Reno and gives them a lot of their players, and we will see if Reno finds anyone they like here tonight. Here we go. We're off with the first face-off of the evening. And that's Jared Rodriguez with the pickup. It's disputed, but they're still fighting. Ball will go to UNR. Failure to release from the Vikings. Number 31 for UNR, passing off. UNR setting up. 2-3-1 formation. DVC with possession, number 23, Brett Rideau. To Cole Tanner. Tanner setting up his dodge. DVC set up in a 1-4-1. Oh, Tanner decides to pass instead. Down to X. Uses the pick, gets through, and they switch. Ball back up with Tanner. Now he'll dodge. Takes his left. The slide is on time, forces him to turn around. He looks for an opening. He comes in, shot, but he drops it. UNR attempting to recover. Ball picked up by number 9, the keeper for UNR. Long ball pass coming to the 50, all the way to the LSM. It's good. LSM takes it across, winds up, passes to the inside, open shot. And somehow UNR missed that. Number 1 with the ball now. And an easy shot and a goal. That is UNR with first blood of the evening. DVC giving up a lot of space for UNR to come in and move. Slide was late. Movement was late. Big, giant, wide openings in DVC's defense on that one. I'm sure the Vikings are going to close up those holes now. Second face-off of the evening. Can't see the number of our DVC player this time, but that is number 4, Taylor Howell, who faced off for DVC. UNR with the win. Long ball to X as UNR transitions its players. Number 31 with the ball. He dodges, comes inside. That might have been a shot. Could have been a pass. UNR with a quick stick. That's number 1 with the shot. Goes right over. Sorry, that's number 18 for UNR. UNR recovers the ball. Dodge the inside. Check slows him down. Pass up top. Wide open shot and goal. Starting to look like it's going to be a long night for the Vikings. So the third face-off of the evening. Number 24, John Johnson facing off for the Vikings. Number 10 facing off for UNR. And the face-off is on. UNR picking up another face-off win. So far, UNR with all 3 face-off wins. Number 1 carrying in, touches box. Long ball, he has a shot again. It's chased off by the DVC defender. Pass off to 22. UNR in a setting up in a 1-4-1. Nope, it's a 2-3-1 again. Another shot, and it bounces a little to the left, deflects off the player, and now it's a ground ball battle. 72 picking up for UNR, pulls it out, pass off to 12. Back to 20, oh, that's 22, not 72. Coming down the right angle again, and a shot, and another lucky tip off the post. UNR is on fire for these first couple minutes. Number 37. UNR staying in a 2-3-1. Pass up to number 1, comes inside. All right, shot was by number 18, who also picked up the ground ball. UNR dancing inside the crease. And another dodge. Oh, no, not going another dodge. We're going to keep passing it around. UNR taking their time. Ball with number 32. 32 takes his drive, takes the right alley, shoots, and goal. And that is 3 now for UNR. Number 4, Taylor Howell facing off for the Vikings. Number 15 facing off for UNR. DVC almost had it. UNR was able to put numbers. Taylor Howell picks up the ground ball, recovers the ball for the Vikings. And a shot. Number 32, the shot, and a goal for the Vikings. DVC desperately trying to stop the bleeding. Number 16 facing off for UNR. Taylor Howell, number 4, facing off for DVC. That's the exact kind of momentum that DVC needs in order to get back into this game now. They need to slow UNR down. They need to keep the ball on the offensive side. UNR's offense is clicking tonight, and they need to take away time. Simple as that. Taylor Howell at the pickup. Ball with number 32. That's Spencer Olson. Pass off to number 23, Brett Rideau. Back to Rideau. 1-4-1 setup. Rideau swings it over to Cole. Over to X. The fake to Olson. Ball with Rideau. He dodges, takes the left. Looks to fire right, but is blocked by one of the UNR defenders. Ball back with UNR. Number 20 carrying the ball up. has multiple fast break. UNR just had multiple fast break options that they failed to capitalize on. DVC got lucky. Number 30 with the ball. Back to X with 31. 31 takes his dodge. He turns as soon as he sees the slide coming. Number 1 now, being guarded by Cameron Durkin. Up into the crease. Little bit of contact, forces it away. Quentin Wright carrying the ball, bowling through. That kid is about 6'9", and I don't see much that's going to stop him as he runs. But that UNR player sure tried. Tanner with the ball. And Tanner is his last name. With Reno. Setting back up in the 1-4-1. Rideau starts his move. Rolls to his right. Passes down to X. X comes around. He almost had time, but the defender cut him off. And a shot and a little bit of confusion as far as what's going on, but it looks like we have a hurt player. So for any of you who felt that there should have been a goal there, the crease violation did come first. So if that was an own goal on the keeper, it will not count. Ball to be cleared by UNR. And the whistle. We have an offsides on UNR, so the ball will go back to DVC. And a fast start for DVC. Ball with number 19, Garrett Muniz, a returning player. And that was a push from behind on DVC, but UNR picked the ball up, so they maintain the possession. We have a crease violation, and it'll go to DVC. And a stroke of luck for DVC. Well, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for joining us this evening, or if you're watching the recording, thank you for taking the time to join us after the fact. We always love to have Viking fans and guest team fans as well. So that's a thanks to you too, UNR. Number 8 with a shot. It's going to go way out of bounds. Ball will stay with DVC. Ball's being brought in by Spencer Olson. And a shot deflected by the UNR keeper. And ball recovered by the UNR keeper, number 9. Under extreme pressure, gets out to his pole, passes up high, has a nice, easy recovery for that missed pass. UNR is looking pretty good for this preseason game, for this off-season game for them. This is in-season for DVC, but this is off-season for our other schools, such as, well, every other school. Balls at X. UNR doing a very good job of probing the crease and coming out as soon as they're being picked up on and planting their feet as soon as they realize no one's watching them. DVC bringing up the ball. Long pass up to number 2, Alex Stevenson, looking for a clear. Passes off to Taylor Howell. Howell for an easy pass inside. A shot by number 24, Johnson. And the ball will be retained by DVC, brought in by Spencer Olson. Hard check from a hard dodge. Olson turns away. Passes it up to Tanner. Swings it to Howell. Howell sets up. Trips to his right side, but has his hands free nonetheless. The UNR with a breakout save. Behind the back, shovel pass. That goes back to DVC, picked up by Messier. Ball with Garrett Muniz. Looks like Muniz might take a crack at this defender, at this midfielder. Maybe that was a pass or a botched shot, but it goes to Reno. Being swarmed on, but he retains possession. Makes it look easy. Tanner with the ball. Nice little get and go. Little giddy up and a little shot. Goes wide, but will stay with DVC. Garrett Muniz brings in the ball for DVC. Olson with the ball. Olson starts his dodge. Takes topside, wins it. Comes inside through the slide. The two slides, which really what tripped him up, wasn't able to take his backside. And that'll be a timeout for Reno. Well, folks, so far it's been 12 minutes of mostly UNR dominating, but the last couple minutes here, DVC making a fantastic comeback, digging in their heels. UNR, no doubt, trying to get their players back on track to that beginning momentum that they had when they were able to punch DVC right in the nose. So we'll see if UNR can get back to it. DVC, no doubt, wants to see this game continuing the way it is at the moment. If they can maintain their current momentum, well, they're going to be able to catch up. A lot of shots in the last couple minutes. So energy is there, a little bit more focused, and DVC can make a great comeback. The players start to return to the field. We can get back to the game. All right, UNR starting with the ball. Ball with number 20. Pass off to the wing. Up top. Curls around, shot. Almost rolls in after a deflection, but it stays out. Pass off to number 8. UNR curling around the goal. looking for a quick pass. DVC doing a much better job of closing up those holes. And a dodge from 37. He goes to his right. DVC attempts to double team. UNR's up and around. Another dodge as number 22 baits his stick out for Alex Stevenson. Stevenson doesn't bite. Ball goes to X and then up top and a shot, and it's going to be wide to the left. That will be Quentin Wright called with the ward. To number 30. 30 comes up and around, setting up a dodge. He wants to take Tanner on. Rolls through with the fake, and he bites. Almost everyone bites except for number 16, Quentin Wright. Ball back to number 6 with a wind up. And just barely wide to the left. Coming down to the last couple seconds here. Wright running through a third player. Ball will stay with DVC. Hal drops the ball, goes back to UNR with only a handful of seconds left. He needs one pass to get the shot off. And that concludes the first half of this UNR DVC matchup game here at Viking Stadium in Pleasant Hill, California, home of the DVC Vikings. Once again, thank you for joining us, and we will see you in just after the break. And we are about to begin the second half of this matchup. Close fought battle between these two teams. Very friendly teams together. Well, the programs have been very friendly with one another, so throughout the last couple of years, but might change tonight. UNR struggling to keep it in, but it will be a DVC ball. Ball brought in by number 19, Garrett Muniz. Swung across back to Reno. Reno seeming to be one of the main men this evening. Dodges, takes his left, and it will go wide. Ball brought in by Garrett Muniz. Dodge comes up the top, cuts inside, drops the ball. Nice bit of physicality from DVC to recover that ground ball. Ball picked up by Andrew Krosnow. And another dodge from Reno. Passes up to Howell. Howell winds up, shot, and goal! It makes it 2-3. Led UNR leading. Number 3, Daniel Prast, winding up for his first face-off of the evening. Facing off against UNR number 16. Ball attempt, that would be Alex Stevenson with the pickup. Sends it back to his keeper. To Reno. Reno with a beautiful one-handed catch. Gets through his first man, his second man. Lining up to take on the third. But he'll settle to slow the ball down as he boxes it in. Ball being rolled to Howell. Howell takes his right. Takes his right again. Passes it down to X. Garrett Muniz there, fumbling with the ball, but is able to keep it. Not much of an angle on that shot. Not sure what he was thinking. Ball thrown out of bounds. Well, over the break, we did discover that number 9 for UNR is none other than Eddie Connolly, former DVC player. Wasn't quite sure if he was going to be returning to UNR this year, as he was considering pursuing competitive weightlifting of some sort. Not sure if it was bodybuilding or powerlifting. It was a strongman competition, I'm being told. Strongman competition. He's certainly a lot bigger than I remember him from a couple years ago. So, yeah. And the game is back on, though. Number 40 with a shot, goes wide. Ball picked up, passed in by Eddie Connolly, number 9 for UNR. Long ball pass across the field to number 47. Number 4 with the ball now to 31. 31 looking to come around. Chooses against it. Starts his drive. Muscles his way up through. Sees a double team, so he turns around. Passes it up top. Long range shot, and it's in. Goal, UNR. So UNR hasn't scored. It's taken UNR almost 15 minutes approximately to get their fourth goal after just coming in and putting the first three up in just a matter of minutes. But now they finally answered DVC's two unanswered goals. Number 24, John Johnson, facing off for DVC now, facing off against number 15 for UNR. UNR will take the face-off. Looks like UNR is finding their feet again after a few minutes of being caught on their heels. They're ready to fight. And a fantastic check from Quentin Wright sends the ball out of bounds and gives it back to DVC. Number 10, Taramina with the ball. Pass. Bad pass to number 40. Gives the ball back to UNR. It's on the ground. Number 31 almost had some numbers in his favor, but he decides to slow it down. Sends it to 32 of UNR. UNR takes it around. Skip pass to 22. 22 dodges, forcing his way to his right. .31 passes in, it goes inside to a shot, and it's another goal, UNR. UNR definitely put the oil back on their chain. 16 facing off for UNR, and that will be number 4, Taylor Howell, facing off for DVC. DVC with a face-off win. Tanner with the ball. He has a fast break opportunity. Olsen winds up and shoots, but it's over the goal. To Tanner. Over to 32, Olsen. Oh, sorry, that's 34, Krosnow. Now with Muniz. Back to Olsen. And now another dodge from Brett Rideau. Rolls back up to Howell. To Olsen. Olsen winding up wide. Goes to his left. Rolls past the slide. Passes to Rideau. Rideau winds up. They almost stretched the defense out enough for that shot. And Rideau on the ground retains possession, but loses it as he comes back up. Shot! And a good save by number 9, Eddie Connolly, for UNR. Long pass to 17. Through to number 4, checked hard. And quite a few collisions now between DVC and UNR. Tension is hot. Clock So there will be a timeout for DVC. And we will be back to you in just a moment. And we are back. DVC starting off the ball. Pass down to Muniz. Across. Shot and goal by number 18, Kevin Tan. Assisted by Garrett Muniz. Well, whatever Coach Drew Welch told them worked. UNR starting off after this face-off. Past the 37. To his teammate, who dodges. Left-handed shot opportunity. He shoots. And he will go high. Ball with number 22. To 31. 31 rolls. He has his left hand free. Shoot. And it just barely bounces in. UNR with their 6th goal of this evening. Those really sting too when they, as a keeper, when that bounces right off of you. You know you had the save. You stepped right. You put your stick in the right position. You did everything correct. And it just rolls in nonetheless. Very frustrating. But not undeserved by UNR. Taylor Howell facing off for DVC. Oh, sorry, that's Daniel Prass who faced off. And DVC will come up off of a technical violation. Prass dodging in, gets away from the double team. Passes off to Reno. Swings down to Muniz. Over to Howell. Howell fakes. Back to Muniz. Muniz sends it to Reno up top. Reno takes his dodge. Reno sees the slide, rolls back. He's able to keep the defense tangled before they can do anything to stop his drive. Ball up with Howell. 'To number 18, Tan. Back to Reno at X. And a save from UNR. It's Conley's double team. An incredible clearance. But it stays with DVC picked up by Muniz. Muniz fights his way through. Looks to the far side. There are flags in the air. DVC will be going man up, if not two man up. Fans seem to have their own opinion on what the players should be doing, as they shout instructions and a shot. And that will be another flag on UNR. So 3 flags total. We'll see if there's 2 or 3 penalties. So first penalty of the game. It makes quite an entrance with 3 flags in the air. DVC possibly going 3-man up. UNR taking the time for some tactics, from tactical discussion. Still waiting on the calls, though. We have 1 slash call. And we have a cross check. And I think an illegal body check. So we're looking at least at, well, not sure who's. We'll see who goes in the box. Could all be the same person. So be on 2. So UNR will be 2-man down for at least 1 minute. And then they may or may not be man up for that second minute. Shot goes wide. And UNR attempting to clear. DVC giving them a lot of space on this clear, really letting them burn a lot of time. Took them a while to figure out, to get down, and oh yeah, we're 2-man up. Maybe I should try something besides our normal full-man ride. UNR gaining possession with 2-man down. We're going to have an official's timeout. May have an injury on the field. Well, it's a good thing that he's up. We always hate to see injuries. Can't quite see his number as he has it covered up. Number 17, Jared Rodriguez, will come in. I do believe that is Cameron Durkin. Can't quite see at the moment, though. It is number 21. It's Nicholas Vida, who will be taken off with an injury. UNR still 2-man up. And even with 2 men in the box, UNR is able to go 1-on-1 with the DVC goalie. UNR successfully killing the penalty. Able to stay away from all pressure. Still 2 men in the box. UNR with a shot. Goes to DVC. DVC attempting to get on the other side. We have another DVC player down. UNR with a man advantage. And the refs are absolutely ignoring an injured player on the field. That is an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace that 3 referees fail to recognize a concussed player, a clearly concussed player on the field. That is negligent, that is wrong. Brett Rideau takes a shot, blocked by Eddie Connolly. Ball with Taylor Howell. Howell takes a dodge, winds up, shoots. And a great save by Eddie Connolly for UNR. Pass over to Ed Connolly, to number 19. UNR clear in the field. To number 37. To number 8. Back to 37. And a goal for UNR, 7th for the night. It looks like UNR is back in the driver's seat, even after being 2 men down for a minute. Oh, there is a flag on the play. Oh, it was a procedural call, so the penalty is waived by the goal. Daniel Prast comes back out to face off for the Vikings, number 15 facing off for UNR. Ball to number 20. And a fast start. DVC takes full advantage of a mistake. Has a one-on-one with the goalie, and it goes right into Conley's chest. And now UNR's at opportunity for a fast break, but they almost lose it. And the shot goes right to the goalie. Only a few seconds remain. And a timeout for you or for DVC. 16 seconds left on the clock. Yeah. Yeah. In the final 16 seconds of the half. Rideau looking for the final shot, passes it to Muniz. Quick move and a shot and a goal. DVC is able to put one last up in this half. Goal by Garrett Muniz. Final seconds left. Taylor Howell facing off for DVC Vikings, and number 15 facing off for UNR. And that concludes the first half of play. We will be right back after a quick break. And we are back. Sorry, guys. The referees decided to start 5 minutes early, so... Oh! Now, DVC's happy that the refs decided to start 5 minutes early. I'm not, because I'm completely out of breath as I was having to sprint back up here. And as we are not currently prepared to start. But, second face-off of the third half. Thank you. 32 catching the ball for UNR. Pass off. Little weave going on between the top. UC. Oh, and UNR answers with a goal of its own. Number 16 setting up to face off for UNR. Number 3, Daniel Prast, setting up to face off for DVC. Number 17 for the pickup, with the pickup for UNR. Pass to number 1 and a shot, and the Wolfpack score again. (5-9) UNR. Quick pass off to Reno, drops the ball. That would have probably wound up being a very good opportunity for DVC had he caught the ball. Tanner now carrying up top to Reno. Number 18, Kevin Tan. Probing, forces his way inside, passes up to the X-Man. Olsen's a little late, wasn't quite there yet for that pass. Connolly picks up the ball. Pass off. UNR struggling to hold on to the ball. Pass it down to number 1. Passing it down to 31 at X. UNR with a scoop through. And a shot and another goal for UNR. So we do have an injury report. The player who was recently taken off the field with what appears to be a concussion is number 10, Joseph Taramina. He is currently being checked out by Sports Med. We all up here in the booth wish him a speedy recovery. Number 2, Alex Stevenson picks up the ball. Passes it off to Garrett Muniz. Supposedly, Muniz was complaining about being tired from having worked out yesterday heavily. Feels that his play last quarter, or last half, was sluggish and slow. But that pass and that goal sure didn't look sluggish and slow to me. Assist from Garrett Muniz. Oh, no, it's going to be a no goal. Oh, the penalty. Sorry, the penalty was waived. It certainly has been a very exciting 3 minutes. All right, John Johnson facing off for DVC, number 15 facing off for UNR. Johnson wins the clamp, unable to win the scoop. UNR will take the face-off. Pass off to number 1. Swinging it up to number 30. Number 30 already showing that he's not afraid of contact. We've seen him in a defensive end. Let's see what he can do on the offensive side. Pass to number 32. To shot! And it's in! Goal from number 32. UNR boasting 11-6. Well, there's still plenty of time in this game and only a 4-goal difference. 5-goal difference. Apparently, this amateur broadcaster should learn math. There'll be a legal procedure on DVC, and UNR will take the face-off. Durkin coming in hot-handed with that check. Number 7 seemed a little spooked. Passes the ball away. UNR keeps onto it, though. .22. Down to X with number 1. Struggles to keep it inside. Well, after a flew, one more pass. After a flew of dodging, one bad pass will end it for UNR. As DVC is awarded the ball because of an over and back call. Olsen firing through, going for goal, winds up, shoots just barely outside. UNR gets the ball back. Pass up to number 20. 20 runs through, crosses. And an offsides call against UNR. Ball goes back to DVC. Ball goes back to Tanner. Skips over to Tan. Tan switches Olsen with it to go to X. Tanner's going to start his dodge, initiate some sort of drive, it looks like. Pass off to Olsen is picked off by UNR. The new UNR keeper, number 35, will recover the ball for UNR. Apparently the strong man has taken a break. Pass through to 47. DVC gets the ball with a failure to advance call. Ball with Gary Muniz. We'll call that a bounce pass, shall we? Olsen makes his dodge. Pass up is another pass picked off by UNR. DVC will keep possession as it's out of bounds. Dodge from Tanner. Tries to get inside. Forces it in. Attempts to force it in. There'll be a push call on UNR. Put UNR in the box for 30 seconds. DVC having an opportunity to close the gap slightly. Back to Tanner. To Rideau. Back to Krosno. To Rideau. Back to Rideau. Rideau shoots, and it's high. To Rideau. From Tanner to back to Tanner. Muniz unable to hold the ball. UNR picks up. UNR is at back to full strength. Number 18 carrying the ball over. Pass up to number 1, and that'll be a goal. UNR really starting to pull away with this lead. 6 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third half. Number 24, John Johnson facing off for DVC. Number 15 facing off for UNR. UNR with the face-off win. So number 15 throws the ball away. The ball will go back to DVC. Oh, I stand corrected. DVC with a cross check for Travis Faust with the cross check. So DVC will be man down for 1 minute. Ball 22. Comes across all the way through to number 1. Number 1 almost had the slam dunk. Not quite. Flag now on UNR. Things starting to get heated down there. The failure to advance will stop the advantage play. Penalty will be called, and DVC will start with the ball. Be number 1 with a slash for UNR. Ball from Tanner to Rideau. Reno to Howe. Back to Rideau. Over to Tanner. To Olsen. Tanner. Rideau. Rideau skips over. Olsen almost with the underhand shot. Fans screaming wildly down there. Pass up to Olsen. Take 2. This one's good. DVC puts up 7. Number 24, John Johnson, will be facing off for DVC. Number 16 facing off for UNR. And UNR will take the face-off from a penalty from a technical call. Number 38 with the ball, passing off to 30. Over to 10. Over to 8. Down low to 11. Both teams even now. Full squad. UNR with a shot. And UNR scores again. Four minutes left in the third quarter. Number 24, John Johnson facing off again. DVC with a face-off win. Tanner trying to slow it down. And he's able to. Sends it over to Tan. Back down at X. To Tan. Tan with a couple quick dodges. Unable to get room for a shot, so he slows it down. Pulls back. Back down to number 23. Brett Rideau again. At X now. DVC set up in their 1-4-1. Number 40 dodges. Passes down. Ball with Howell. Howell's space. He takes the shot, but it deflects. And it will be a push on DVC, and ball will go to UNR. Ball with number 4 now. Tempers flaring again. DVC will go man down. Number 18, Kevin Tan in the box. And Reno with an easy pickoff. Goal by number 1. Reno now increasing its lead to 7. Number 6 barely staying in with the ball now. Long pass, bounces short, almost goes out of bounds. UNR keeps it in. DVC fighting to stay alive in this game. Wide shot, stays with UNR. A long ball thrown out of bounds by DVC, apparently. Cameron with a very strong overhead check. Probably just stopped a goal there for his team. Pass off to number 40. No number on him on the roster. Being told number 40 is Doug Sharp. Olsen with the ball now. DVC and it's 1-4-1. Olsen starts its drive. Fighting to get to his right side. He has space and a shot, and it's going to deflect. Tan with the ball. Dodge. Ground ball picked up by Howell. Ball with Krosno. We went down, but I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, now we're resumed. That was okay.
Tetro said your documentary is funny. Hey, Chris.
All right, sorry folks. The some sort of technical difficulty there. The internet up here isn't always always all that perfect, so we do cut out from once in a while, and we do apologize. We will be back right as the fourth quarter begins. The fourth quarter begins with a technical call on DVC. And we're underway. 14 passes down to 38. 38 rolling around the crease. Back up top. Two really incredible shots since the shooters were completely surrounded by players. Howell now with an opportunity passing it down to X. Muniz with the ball. Long pass up to Reno. Reno likes to dodge. Seems to be the main dodger for DVC. Swings it through. Pass off to number 22, Cameron Ruiz. Ball with Tan. Little flick over there. And Olsen will start his dodge. Good slide from UNR. And Tan will take his shot. Not quite. Reno with some space. Passes it inside to number 6. UNR will take the ball back. Olsen gets a one-on-one opportunity and hits the feet of the keeper. Slow to get up. Number 19, keeper passes off to number 33. Passes off to number 33, Dylan Neal, who barely moves as he's body checked with a running start. He didn't seem happy that he was body checked, but I don't really know what he was mad about. Flashy dodge accomplishes nothing, and there'll be a crease violation. Ball will go to DVC. Slow walk up. And pass up to Howell. Howell slow down the field of play. And off to Muniz. No, Muniz will give it to Reno. Reno takes his dodge. Nice little move. Somehow gets through, passes it to Muniz. I guess Muniz has got to stop hitting the weights before a game. Nice shot from Howell. And Howell puts it up. 9-14 now. Number 24, John Johnson, facing off for the DVC Vikings. And number 15, facing off for the UNR Wolfpack. And it will be a DVC ball for illegal procedure. DVC needs to accomplish one goal per minute in order to catch up at this point. Ball with Reno. Ball brought in by Howell. Sorry, no, that is not Howell. That was Garrett Muniz. Howell has the ball now. Howell gets inside and almost puts it up for the Vikings. Rideau gives a little shake and bake and goal! DVC 10-14 now. It's Brett Rideau slams it into the back of the net. Buying DVC some time. DVC only needs 1 goal per 2.5 minutes now in order to tie up the game. Huge face-off here between these two teams. John Johnson takes the face-off. Struggles to scoop it, though. And UNR will take it with a fast break. Quickly slowed down by John Johnson and Alex Stevenson. Ball quickly picked up by number 8, Gage Messier. Rideau coming inside, rolls through, drops the ball. And there will be a push. DVC with the ball once again. Pass down to X with Rideau. Rideau comes inside, rolls again. He's double teamed. There's someone open on the field. And Tanner up on the field. Up at the top. Will take his dodge now. UNR pressing out now. Nice and hard. Here's an opportunity. And a great save by UNR. Number 1 for UNR now with the ball, charging into the field as he's taken down by Gage Messier. And it will be a DVC ball with 8 minutes and 31 seconds left in this game. Jared Rodriguez looking for a clear. He's got one look. Ruiz taking multiple checks as he's taken to the ground. UNR takes the ball. Number 17 clears for UNR, passing off to number 4. 4 with an inside look and a quick pass off. And a big save for DVC. Froust will take a bit of a check. And now a penalty. Penalty on UNR as number 17 takes a massive hit. An illegal body check for 1 minute. As number 30 will take a break. Time winding down. 4-goal gap and a timeout for DVC. And we will be right back at you for this last 8 minutes of play in this exciting matchup against DVC and UNR. And we are back. As UNR struggles to figure out who will be on the field. Yeah. UNR getting a lucky break being offsides. DVC moving it around. Rideau, the top middle position to Krosno. Krosno looks inside. Skips through and a shot, and it's going to go high. Here in the, I don't have to be on the sideline to hear the coaches scream, put it low, as DVC continues to go for that top corner. To Krosno. To Tan. Tan with the shot, deflects in, garbage pickup, and there'll be another penalty. UNR with a slash will go down for another minute. DVC has a second two-man up opportunity. They weren't able to capitalize on the first one. Maybe they can get it done now. Only a few more seconds on the first penalty. But this is exactly what DVC needs right now. Ball with Rideau. Back down. Skip inside by Tan, but Tan isn't able to recover it. Ball is easily given to UNR. And a long ball pass bounces through, and it will go out of bounds. And a fast start for DVC. As one penalty is released for UNR. And there it is. DVC goal by Garrett Muniz. His late workout session last night did not interfere with that goal. And there will be a timeout from UNR. We will be back to you in just a second. And we are back. It is now only a 3-goal deficit. DVC catching up fast. Both penalties are released now from the goal. UNR with the face-off pickup. Number 18 now with the GB. Taking some checks. He's going to come inside looking for a topside. 31 in the topside position. Shoots! Great save by number 15, Dylan Brown, the returning goalkeeper for DVC. UNR with a doorstep opportunity, flicked up. Brown with the recovery. Long pass, goes over its target, almost recovered, but not quite. UNR right now, important opportunity for them to score right now, close this gap. Sorry, extend this gap. Overthrow. DVC coming in hard. DVC struggling for a recovery. DVC receiving the ball off of a penalty call. Dylan Brown whips it over to the other side. And UNR will receive the ball back. DVC offsides. UNR with a shot opportunity. And it'll go wide. UNR still with the ball. To 22. Back over to 31 with a shot. And it's going to go wide and out of bounds. UNR bringing the ball back in. Ball with number 18. To 22. .31 with the scoop after the drop and a shot, and that's a goal for UNR. UNR increases its lead. Three minutes left for DVC to make an extraordinary comeback if they can. Looked like they were going to have some momentum there, but UNR looks like they have steamrolled it out of DVC and are ready to charge forward with this win. There'll be a hold on UNR. Ball with DVC. Tan with the ball. To Tanner. Now, patience is a virtue, but DVC's, I don't know if DVC understands that time is not on their side. Rideau not able to get anywhere. Passes it back down to X. The drop pass will go back to UNR. UNR is now in a position to kill time. Less than 2 minutes. DVC bringing it in. Would like to see some sense of urgency from these DVC players. A fantastic pass. Dodge through. Tanner, Tan with an opportunity, but he's lifted before he can get the shot off. And ball is thrown away. 1 minute, almost 1 minute remaining. Rideau will make a dodge. And a shot, but it's not sure what quite happened with that. Deflected off a stick. UNR not slowing it down one bit as they put an incredible fancy behind the back shot. This game is over. At this point, all DVC can do is lick their wounds and try to close this gap by maybe 2 goals. Alex Stevenson showing some hustle. Passes off to Garrett Muniz. Muniz dropping the door at the doorstop. The ball will stay with DVC. Clock. And a shot. In the final 15 seconds of play. And that ends the game. That is the first time that UNR has ever beaten DVC. An incredible feat. UNR looking absolutely incredible. Sharp passing, sharp defense. Quite impressive. DVC have looking good in certain areas, but much to work on. We thank you for spending your time with us this evening. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a good night.